The news is finally out. The temporary cooling measure of the 15 months wait-out period to buy a HDB resale flat has finally been removed with immediate effect. So what does this mean for those of you sellers out there who own a private property? You can now sell off your property and straight away do a back-to-back sell and buy for a HDB resale flat. There's no appeal needed, there's nothing needed, just search and buy. So from what I see, the biggest loser in these events will be those people who somewhat sell slightly earlier and they actually enter into a tenancy agreement with the landlord to probably sign a 1.5 years or even a 2 years lease. So I don't know how would this group of people affected going to maneuver for themselves. For overall market, right, this is definitely a good news because many of us will be able to do back-to-back buying a resale HDB without having to fork out additional money to find a temporary place to rent. So in this article, it has mentioned that this cooling measure previously was introduced in September 2022 and it took the government close to 4 years, and seeing that the HDB price has consecutively declined for the past 2 quarters to consider and decided to remove this temporary cooling measure. So if you have read and you missed the whole very important point, is that this is the framework law of the government and this is a kind of an indicative timeline that you can anticipate when and how they are going to enforce and also release certain cooling measure. To be honest, in my personal opinion, I wasn't expecting full blanket removal of this cooling measure. I will probably think that partial removal will be a wiser choice rather than a full removal, because there could be an instant surge in demand because there is a group of buyers suddenly become eligible to buy. So it is like an instant release of a whole pool of pent-up demand. So I do not know how this is going to affect the resale transaction in the months to come, so we will have to just wait and see. But my thought is that if you do partial removal of the cooling measure, at least you are releasing the pent-up demand bit by bit lah. So here is the question for you. If you look back to the history of Singapore property markets, right, there's two very distinct portions whereby one part is the low government intervention, the other part is the high government intervention. So during the low part of the government intervention, the price can went up and down very drastically, and with high government intervention, the growth is stable. So let me share with you two options over here. Option 1, lesser cooling measure, more price growth. Or do you prefer option B, more cooling measure, the price growth could be stagnant or very little growth? Which one would you prefer and which one would you choose? Comment below and let's share with everyone. Do like and share my video and also check out our Google review and follow us for more interesting content. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.